I didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked. I just don't like the procedure. I don't like it. As you can tell, guys, look at this. Hey guys, welcome again to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you some skincare procedures that I would never do on my skin because my skin is very sensitive. Not only because my skin is sensitive, because when it comes to like sensitivity in general, my skin can tolerate a lot of things. But when I say sensitive, I'm talking about my skin, like the melanin in my skin, because I'm dark skin, dark complected. It means that I have a lot more melanin. So if I do these procedures, then it could be risky. I could be actually damaging my skin. Alright, so I'm gonna share with you a few procedures. I'm gonna share with you even the video clips just so you can have an idea. Alright, so the first thing that I would never ever do, I saw this video of this girl. She did this chemical peel on her skin, and I was like really shocked. And I saw she did it like twice or more than one time. She's been doing chemical peels, and I realized that it has improved her skin a little. But for me personally, I don't think like if you're of a darker skin complexion, you should be doing chemical peels. And before I even get into the whole chemical peel, I just want you to take note that there is this this Fitzpatrick scale, and it shares with you, it tells you what or which skin type can manage certain things. Alright, so I'm gonna read from the paper what I have, the little picture of everything that I have. So on the Fitzpatrick scale, it is basically sharing with you how your skin type is affected when it comes to scarring and so forth. So for type 1, it says that very fair, always burns, never tans, may scar if it takes a long time to heal. Okay, so that's it for type 1. But if you notice, it says never tans. It means that when you have this skin type, your skin is it doesn't really have a lot of melanin cells. So you know, your skin is not going to actually freak out, or when it comes to like hyperpigmentation. Okay, but this type of skin is always prone to burning. Okay, because I guess that's its way of responding to anything aggressive that is placed on the skin. So that's for type 1, very fair skin type. Then type 2 is fair. It says it usually burns, tans with difficulty, so it takes a longer time, or it's a little bit more difficult to tan, but you can actually tan, but it's just difficult. And it may scar if it's slow to heal. If it takes a long time to heal, it may leave a scar. Okay, so that's for type 2, and that is fair. So you have very fair and then you have fair. But when it comes to like hyperpigmentation, you can get a little tan, but it's very difficult. Yes. Then when it comes to type 3 now, this is medium. Sometimes this skin can burn. Because as you realize that it's going down, it's going closer to the darkest complexion. When you are going towards the darker complexion, you will realize that your skin is now prone to a lot more hyperpigmentation. So on this skin type, sometimes it can burn. And it gradually tans over a longer period of time. And these are usually Asian skin types, yes, and it has the higher potential for scarring. So it has a potential for scarring, a higher potential for scarring. So as opposed to type 1 and type 2, they may scar. If the scar takes a longer time to heal, then you might see scarring. But for type 3, which is medium deep skin types, your skin it has a higher potential of actually scarring. Okay, so just take that into consideration. Now when you go to type 4, now type 4 is the olive skin type, and I would say this is more of like Indian skin types, not really Indian per se, but Middle Eastern skin type. All right, this one rarely burns, but it tans with ease. So it's easy to tan. Your skin is easy to tan. Okay, so this is type 4 olive skin types. All right, and it scars easily, because as you realize we're going down the scale, it means that more melanin is there. Okay, so if you do anything aggressive to it, it's going to scar. All right, now the type 5, now this is brown skin. This is like Indian skin, like closer towards African skin type. Okay, this is brown skin. It very rarely burns. Like when it comes to the sun, you don't really get burns in the sun, but you can get burn. It doesn't mean that you can't. And it tans very easily, and you're at a higher risk of scarring because you have more melanin. So if you do anything crazy to it, you're gonna get more melanin. Now for the dark skin, which is my skin type, this is type 6. So I was saying the type 5 is the brown skin, type 4 is the olive skin, type 6 is a black skin. It's me Jody. Okay, so this one, black skin, we never burn. We don't necessarily burn. Okay, what we experience when we experience anything is more of like irritations. All right, but even though it says never burns, it doesn't mean that if you do anything crazy to your skin, it's not going to burn. You know what I'm saying? But like when we're out in the sun, we are not at risk. Like, you know, yeah, but that doesn't mean you should wear sunscreen, because you can get sunburn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we're not going to like burn. Our skin is not going to just burn out of the blue, as opposed to type very fair skin. Now this skin type, we are at a very high risk of getting like a scar if our skin is irritated or anything at all. If we do anything crazy to our skin. All right, so I just want to take into consideration the 6 skin types on the Fitzpatrick scale. Okay, this is the reason why I do not like, and I wouldn't recommend chemical peels for people like us. Okay, we might have some at-home chemical peels, and if you've seen my video, you've seen where I did the 32% peeling solution, and because I use it incorrectly, I got an irritation. I got a terrible irritation, and hyperpigmentation followed. Okay, and that's just a at-home peel. Okay, can you imagine if I went to like a medical practitioner to do a chemical peel? I don't even think chemical peels were made for us dark skin. It was made for lighter skin complexion, because when you do aggressive things to their skin type is just going to try to heal itself naturally. But our skin type is going to be pigmented. The pigmentation is going to push out because it's trying to protect the skin. The melanin is going to push out because it's trying to protect the skin. So you're going to get a lot more scarring and hyperpigmentation. So I would not do a chemical peel. I would not do a chemical peel. Okay, you have various chemical peels at different percentage, but I would say there are other ways to heal your skin than doing a chemical peel, basically. Yes, so I would not do a chemical peel. Alright, so that's the first procedure that I would not recommend, and I'm going to show you a little clip of someone doing it, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked. I just don't like the procedure. I don't like it. As you can tell, guys, look at this. This is not it. I do not like it. I do not like it for us dark skinned women. I don't like it. Okay, some people may take the risk and do it, but over a period of time, you're going to realize that they're going to have to constantly be doing that. I don't want that. I do not want my skin to be dependent on peeling and so forth, because not everybody's result will turn out the same, and I doubt it is for our skin type. So I wouldn't recommend it. I don't like it. I don't like peeling. I don't like anything that is going to cause my skin to have more scars. Like, no. No. Okay, I don't like it. Lots of people, I know many people do it, and you know, maybe their skin does not react the way my skin is going to react, because I know my skin is going to scar. No, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. All right. Then the next thing I would not do, I would not do it. I would not do any kind of laser facials, like anything like IPL, like intense pulse light. Me, Jody, no. I am not doing that on my skin. I would not even recommend people to do that on your skin, because you're going to realize after doing that over and over, your skin is going to be irritated. So you're going to realize that certain parts of your face is like really red. Red. Because your skin is irritated, and over a period of time you're going to actually literally kill the so over a period of time you're going to realize that your skin, your facial skin, is going to be so damaged that it can actually lead to like vascular problems, meaning that the blood, you literally kill the blood, like the vessels, so it causes a lot of problems. So the blood doesn't flow as it is supposed to do on the skin, the facial skin. So sometimes the blood settles in one area of the face. That is the reason why it's causing redness and so forth, and it's just going to make your skin look irritated like cherry. When you get a bruise and then that little cherry look, you're going to realize that your skin looks very irritated. Even when you are not like doing anything to the skin, it can cause like vascular problems. So I personally would not do it on my skin, and I wouldn't recommend like people with darker skin complexion to do IPL and stuff like that. I'm not like trying to tell anybody, scare anybody, because people do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. You know what I'm saying? This is my advice. I'm not telling you that you have to do it or you must do this and you must not do this, because I'm not trying to, you know, tell you what to do. But I'm personally saying, from my opinion, based on what I've seen, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it, basically. Alright, so that's for intensive pulse light IPL. And also I wouldn't recommend like any like surgical facelift, because those surgical facelift, I'm going to show you a video and you're gonna see like when they do the surgical facelift, they even tell you that it's not recommended for people with darker skin complexion because it will cause hyperpigmentation. So these procedures like laser, anything that is pounding on the skin and blood is coming from the skin, no, I don't recommend it for people with darker skin complexion. If you fit on type 6 or type 5 of the Fitzpatrick scale, even type 4, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're like type 3, you can chance it, but for us, no, I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it. That's my advice. I'm not telling you what to do. You can do anything you want to do. I'm just advising you or telling you based on what I think is good for the skin, you know what I'm saying? And also based on the Fitzpatrick scale, and also based on just the evidence that is out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing those procedures. It's not necessary, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people have really serious skin conditions and they don't know what to do. But sometimes when you try these procedures, it can actually make your skin worse. Especially if you have skin like mine. Alright, so I wouldn't recommend that. Any kind of surgical facelift and non-surgical facelift and so forth, I wouldn't recommend it. And I just saw this video of this thing and I just saw the person's skin. I just don't, the needle going in the skin and just everything is just, it just creeps me out. Like, no, I don't want that in my life. I don't want any blood coming from my skin or incision. I know my skin is going to be irritated and hyperpigmented if I ever do something like that. And maybe if they do the little holes with the needle, my face is going to heal with the holes or with the little, you know, scars. Like, I know my skin. Like, my skin cannot manage something like that. So yeah, so any kind of laser surgical facelift, as I said before, anything with laser and stuff like that and the blood and stuff injecting in the skin, microneedling, no. Me personally, no, I don't recommend it for people like us. Me, you. Number 6 on the scale, no, I don't recommend it. I don't. Even 4, 5, 6, I don't recommend it for us. Dark skinned women, no. Yeah, I do not recommend it. But if you want to do it, you can go ahead. Experience teaches wisdom. So if you want to experience it for yourself and you want to get the skin damage or whatever, then you can go ahead, because experience teaches wisdom. Some people want to experience things for themselves to prove that things work or to prove that things don't work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's skin, everybody has, like, their luck is different. But I know personally, me, no. I could never do something like that to my skin. Like, I would be crazy to do something like that. I know my skin too much. Alright? But yeah, these are the procedures that I would not recommend for people who fit the type 3, type 4, 5, 6 on the Fitzpatrick scale, because it might turn ugly and you might regret it. So these are things that I don't recommend, or I wouldn't do personally on my skin, because of just I don't like it. I don't think it's beneficial for my skin. Even the at-home peel, 32% peel, that literally damaged my skin for a period. So I know the powers of using like a chemical peel on the dark skin, and also a chemical peel, you know, like medical grade chemical peel, basically. So even this at-home peel did something terrible to my skin. Skin got really pigmented and so forth. It recovered, but I wouldn't want to experience that again on my skin, you know what I'm saying? And this is a 32% at-home peel. I use it, but I don't use it as often as I used to, because I realize that my skin does not like it doesn't like when too like harsh chemicals are concentrated or placed on the skin and so forth. So I realized that no, only use it when my skin feels extremely congested. And when I use it, I don't want to feel any form of irritation. If I feel irritations, I know that my skin is going to start to pigment. You know what I'm saying? But hospital grade or medical grade chemical peels, not for me. Sorry, not for me. And like waxing, me personally, my skin does not like waxing. My skin does not like when like my facial skin especially. My body skin is fine, but my facial skin, it does not like any kind of waxing or shaving. Yeah, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but my skin does not like it. Whenever I do it, my skin is irritated. My skin gets really dry, because you know it is actually exfoliating the skin. My skin gets dry and my skin gets irritated. I have to like put moisturizer. I have to do extra stuff to my skin just to make sure that it is soft and protected. And then whenever I apply whatever the products on my skin, I always feel my skin burning because it's irritated. So I don't like anything that has to do with waxing or just ripping the skin. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not my skin. My skin does not do well with anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the chemical removing gel, Nair, stuff like that to remove it. Even that is irritating on my skin too. Shaving, sometimes I can, especially like around my mouth, I can like 1 or 2 times, but like to practice like shaving the face, dermaplaning and stuff like that, my skin does not like anything that causes irritation. It just does not like, I don't know why, just does not like it. My dark skin, number 6 on the Fitzpatrick scale, it does not like it. It does not like it, and I don't know why. So I personally, I can, when it comes to the shaving, I can do like 1 or 2 times, but it's not something that my skin enjoys. I always suffer whenever I try to do that. And I can share a photo with you of how my skin was affected when I did that, and I don't want to revisit that. So yeah, experience teaches wisdom. So these are the things that I would not recommend for people who fit the number 3, number 4, number 5, or number 6 on the Fitzpatrick scale. Even number 3, sometimes it can affect you in a negative way. You can get scarring. I mean, you have the potential of getting scarring if you do certain procedures, but just, you know, I'm just recommending based on what I believe. Okay, so this is very personal opinion, and also based on you know, scientific evidence too, because the Fitzpatrick scale actually is a guide for to dermatologists when it comes to the skin. They can tell you what your skin needs and what your skin doesn't need. Okay, they can tell you that. And the procedures, they can tell you what your skin can manage and what your skin can't manage, and I'm just using that based on the scale. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for people with darker skin complexion. Just kind of stay away from anything that is going to irritate the skin or cause hyperpigmentation or extra scarring. If that's your main issue, just stay away. Okay, so this is my video. I hope it was informative, helpful, and all of the good stuff. See you in the next one. Bye bye.